that Donald Trump has had to increase and double down his bet. And so far, he hasn't launched any land attacks, but he's announced a sort of a covert operation, a CIA operation inside Venezuela, presumably to take out some of the top leaders. But again, if you're talking about it to the media, it's not covert. Again, it's all about signaling. So now this next step with the oil tanker is what they're trying to do is, again, it's a next level of escalation. This one actually, in some ways, makes a little more sense than striking the boats, because before it was always about narco-terrorism, right? Now suddenly, no one says that these boats were carrying narcotics. They're carrying oil. For a second, when the first boat strike, they clearly are, I won't even say bending the laws of the sea or international norms regarding conflict and war. They are breaking them, quite frankly. And in this particular case, you know, it is a blockade, quite frankly. And the boat was probably incorrectly flagged. It was a pirate boat in the sense that it was not operating under the flag that it was supposedly flagged under. But it is, it is highly questionable in terms of the laws of the sea. So again, there's a multifaceted strategy that's going on here, and now they're just taking it to another level in attacking sort of the commercial aspects of that sustain this government. Because quite frankly, the boats they've shot out of the water, the 20 plus boats and 80 plus people they've killed, some of them actually were leaving Ecuador, not Venezuela. That was small change for this regime in terms of the revenue it gets from cocaine trafficking. But the oil is indeed a very real cost to this regime. It is both, actually, it is both a change in strategy and tactics in this case. So the strategy is regime change. And the idea before the strategy was primarily basically intimidate the military and the inner circle around Maduro and make them think they could possibly be next, whether through a missile attack or a snatch and grab operation inside the country. It was, you know, basically martial intimidation, if you will. Now what we see is another strategy, and with it another tactic, which is to starve the regime of resources, to take away the money that it receives from basically illegal oil shipments to allies, including China, Turkey, Iran, Russia. And look, we've seen, the problem is who will hold the Trump administration accountable for this? Within the US, obviously you have Republicans control of both houses. They've shrugged off, for the most part, these very questionable attacks on alleged drug traffickers. They've shrugged off the lack of evidence to demonstrate that they're drug traffickers. And in this particular case, they're basically violating international commerce. But there's, you know, this is an administration which lacks accountability in the Congress because of Republicans who've bought into this, but also it lacks accountability in international forums.